Hello everyone, it's Brian. Today I'm going to do a random records video. I haven't done one since May. I was planning to do one monthly and I kind of missed last month. So what I've been doing is using the Discogs app on my phone. You can shake it and it will present you with a random item. Or if you're using the website, you can click the random item link and it will show you something random. And I'm focusing on records. So at some point maybe I'll do CDs because I have a lot of CDs, but I thought if I shake my phone and I get a CD, I'll probably skip it, I guess. Yeah, maybe one day I'll do CDs. But by the way, and I've said this before, that is the only good use of the Discogs app. Otherwise, it's terrible. So shake, and I'll take a screenshot of that one and that one. Yeah. 3. Sometimes a CD comes up, so I'll skip that. But if a CD doesn't come up, I will just take the what it suggests for me. So I have 5 just like that. So I'm going to pull them off the shelves, and I'll be right back. All right, so I scurried around the room and picked out the 5 things that came up in the random generator. The first is the Peel Sessions from Billy Bragg. Billy Bragg being, I guess, a fairly well-known protest singer, left-wing protest singer. His early career was really folky with electric guitar and him. I saw him in concert many times over the years, maybe 6 or 7 times. And he would just often be just with an electric guitar. And then later he had a band, the Blokes and whatnot. So also I really love these Peel Sessions items. I have a few from other bands like Echo and the Bunnymen, Joy Division, New Order, Susie and the Banshees, etc. They're always very cool. I love finding them, but they tend to be hard to find now. But I think John Peel did really interesting work in these sessions, so I think they're great. This is from '87, and originally recorded in '83, though. So recorded in July of '83, broadcast on the radio in August of '83, and then released on vinyl in '87. There are 6 tracks on here, starting with what is probably Billy Bragg's most well-known track, A New England, covered later by Kirsty MacColl. That was a kind of a hit for her. Strange Things Happen, This Guitar Says Sorry, Love Gets Dangerous. And then there is, track 5 is a cover version of a John Cale track called Fear is a Man's Best Friend. I think he does a pretty good job on that. The 6th track is called A13, Trunk Road to the Sea, which the only way to describe that is to say it's a humorous reinterpretation of Route 66. So it is the Route 66 melody, but he changes the route markers on the way to things you've never heard of in England. So he kind of UK-ified it or Anglified it, made it a UK thing. It's kind of humorous because, you listen to it, it's like, I don't know any of these places. And here we have the label. And yeah, this was really good. As I was pulling it out, though, I remembered that I have this one as well. This is a best of Billy Bragg at the BBC from 1983 to 2019. So this covers, I think, everything on that release, plus it brings it up to 2019. So you have all the 83 sessions, 84, 85, 86, 88, 91, 95, 97. Oh, it goes on, 99, 2004. Anyway, right up to 2019, which is kind of cool. So that's interesting. I'm just showing that because it was kind of near to that one on the shelf. Second item, They Might Be Giants, Flood. And this is my original Canadian pressing from 1990. Probably hard to find now, but I love this record so much I have it on CD and vinyl. It's so great. I mean, fortunately, it was being played on a radio station that I listened to, and I don't think it got a lot of airplay on Top 40 radio or standard radio, but the station I was listening to played it. And so I heard Birdhouse in Your Soul many times. I mean, there's such good tracks in here. The cover of Istanbul, Not Constantinople. What else? Letterbox, Particle Man, Your Racist Friend. It's all very good. I was so in love with this band and this album that I went and saw them in concert when they passed through Toronto, probably in 1990. And it was weird because there was only 2 of them. And they had a giant metronome on stage. It was really interesting. And of course I have other things for them, but this one is the entry point for me. It's the first one I had heard from them, so it kind of captivated me. But I haven't heard their last couple, or maybe even more than that. But okay, number 3 is a band called Rush, and this is Hold Your Fire. Still in this shrink, which I should probably take off. But look at that, $10, $9.99. At the time I thought that was a lot, but now it seems like a bargain. But this is from the period of Rush where I'm kind of less interested. I was, all into them before this and after, but this one is especially, and maybe Power Windows. I know people like them, and I do like them. I just find them less interesting. This one is probably best known for Time Stands Still. I think that was a single from this record, with vocals from Amy Mann from Till Tuesday. A pretty good record, but despite the fact that I'm really interested in new wave and some synth music, I find this to be not as interesting as the earlier epic, sidelong epics and intricate guitar work and the later stuff. I just felt they were going through a phase. They were going through a phase, sure, and they came out on the other side, which is good. All right, number 4. 4 is this beautiful record from Brian Eno called the Shutov Assembly. This originally came out in 1992, and this is the 2014 repress. I don't know if it was released on vinyl back in 92 or not. It's the inside. This is another of the ambient, atmospheric Brian Eno records, which I really love. I mean, this one, even the drop, Thursday Afternoon, things like that, I think are really, really excellent. And this apparently, as I remembered from reading the hype sticker, it's dedicated to Russian artist and friend Sergei Shutov. Continues the atmospheric ambient work found on records like On Land and Thursday Afternoon. Yeah. And it's a pretty good package. The cover is really excellent and very informative. Inner is because there's an interview with him, with Brian Eno. This is really interesting. I think this is a great record. Again, a challenging record to own on vinyl because if it ever gathers any surface noise, it would be challenging to listen to, but this is in beautiful shape. And, well, number 5 is like a seminal record for me, a classic, a record that was so important to me back in the day. And that is the debut record from the Violent Femmes from 1982. This is my beautiful, minty, original Canadian pressing, which doesn't have a printed inner sleeve. It just has the poly sleeve. But this record was a huge record in the group of friends I was hanging out with, but also in the places we were going. We hear these songs all the time, like Blister in the Sun, Kiss Off, Please Do Not Go, Add It Up, Prove My Love, Gone Daddy Gone. I mean, it's classics from start to finish. This is a fantastic record, outstanding record that I think is just incredible. And I do love this image, this cover image is sort of doesn't suggest the content. Like the Violent Femmes is funny, then you have this little girl looking in a door or a window, I guess one or the other. So funny. Yeah. But anyway, this is classic. I think they released other great stuff, but I don't think anything really matched this first record. But I think it's really great. All right. So again, I'll try to do another one of these, hopefully in August. And thanks once again for watching The Random Records.